What is up, pop culture fans? Welcome back to Screen Hype TV, your ultimate destination for everything television, movies, and nostalgia. Today, we are taking a massive trip down memory lane to look at one of the most emotional, chaotic, and downright hilarious final runs in television history. We are reviewing a viral compilation that captures the absolute best of Monica Geller from the 10th and final season of Friends. Season 10 was an emotional roller coaster for fans across the globe. The show was preparing to say goodbye, storylines were wrapping up, and our favorite group of 6 New Yorkers was getting ready to face adulthood outside of Central Perk. But even amidst all the emotional goodbyes, the writers made sure that Monica Geller stayed true to her neurotic, competitive, and loving self right until the very last frame. The compilation kicks off with one of the most visually unforgettable gags of the final season, Monica's legendary Barbados vacation hair. After struggling with intense humidity that turned her hair into a massive afro, Monica decides to solve her frizzy hair problem by getting cornrows at a local salon. When she walks back into the apartment, the reaction from the group is pure comedy gold. Chandler is visibly horrified, stating that he can literally see her scalp. Monica, completely oblivious to how absurd she looks, starts shaking her head, making a clicking sound with the seashells woven into her hair, calling it a treat for the eyes and the ears. What makes this storyline so peak? Monica is her stubborn refusal to admit defeat. Even when she gets herself hit in the eye and the tooth by her own hair jewelry, she insists that everyone else is just jealous. The climax of this subplot is pure physical comedy. Monica gets stuck in her own bathroom because her cornrows get tangled in the shower curtain while she is dancing around. She literally has to admit to Chandler that she tried to gnaw herself free. It is a brilliant reminder of Courtney Cox's incredible talent for physical comedy, and why her dynamic with Matthew Perry remains the anchor of the later seasons. As the review moves forward, we dive into the deep, emotional core of Season 10, Monica and Chandler's adoption journey. After seasons of heartbreak and fertility struggles, the couple finally decides to adopt. The compilation shows the sheer overwhelm of navigating international adoptions, dependency agencies, and brochures. In true Friends fashion, this heavy subject is balanced with classic group banter. Joey looks at a brochure with a baby and suggests they just pick that specific one because it is cute, forcing Monica to explain that adoption agencies do not work like a fast food drive-thru. But things get truly real when they find out their apartment offer in Westchester is rejected, and they face the reality of moving away from the city. The show hits us with a deeply emotional scene where Rachel admits how much she relies on looking across the balcony to see them having dinner or watching television. It is a meta moment that spoke directly to the audience in 2004, reflecting how millions of viewers felt about letting go of these characters. Of course, a Monica Geller review cannot be complete without mentioning her relationship with her brother, Ross. Season 10 delivers some of the best Geller sibling revelations, specifically the iconic Midnight Mystery Kisser plotline. During a college flashback discussion, Ross reveals that he had his first ever kiss with Rachel at a party in a dark room. However, Chandler quickly corrects him, revealing that he was actually the one who kissed Rachel first on that specific bed. This leaves Ross completely bewildered because he distinctly remembers kissing a girl on that exact same mattress. As they piece the timeline together, they realize that Monica was passed out under a pile of coats on that very bed. Ross looks at Chandler in sheer horror and screams that Chandler was his midnight mystery kisser, which leads to Ross's ultimate realization that his first kiss ever was actually with his own sister. Courtney Cox's reaction in the background, combined with David Schwimmer's unmatched dramatic delivery, makes this one of the most rewarding and hysterical continuity jokes in the history of the show. The final act of this compilation brings us to the ultimate payoff of Monica's character arc, the birth of the twins. Throughout 10 years, Monica's biggest dream was to become a mother. When they go to the hospital with Erica, the pregnant girl from Ohio, they are hit with the surprise of a lifetime. The doctor calmly steps out and announces that the second baby is on its way. Chandler instantly panics, suggesting that they just keep one baby and get an option on the second one later, or split them up like a movie medallion so they can find each other years later. But Monica's maternal instincts immediately take over. She declares that it does not matter if it is 2 babies, 3 babies, or the entire cast of an old sitcom. They have waited too long for this moment, and they are taking both home. Seeing Monica hold little Jack and Erica is the emotional peak of the entire season. It gave a character who spent years dealing with rejection, bad relationships, and corporate stress the perfect, well-deserved, happy ending. Ultimately, looking back at Season 10 through Screen Hype TV, it becomes incredibly clear why Friends has maintained its status as the definitive comfort show for multiple generations. The writing during this final stretch was under immense pressure to deliver, and while some storylines felt rushed, the core relationships never wavered. Monica's evolution from the high-strung, insecure chef in Season 1 to a grounded, fiercely loving mother and wife in Season 10 is a beautiful character study. Courtney Cox brought a unique blend of vulnerability and intensity to the role that held the group together. Whether she was terrorizing people with ugly art pieces like Gladys, obsessing over her travel documents being perfectly organized for Paris, or holding her newborn twins, Monica Geller was the heart of that purple apartment. That is our official review of Monica's iconic Season 10 moments. If this breakdown gave you a massive wave of nostalgia, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Screen Hype TV for more classic television breakdowns, and ring that notification bell. Drop a comment below and let us know your absolute favorite Monica Geller moment from the entire series. Thank you so much for watching. Stay hyped, and we will see you all in the next video.